Good morning, everyone. Thank you. It is so exciting to have you here. I got to talk to some of you last night during our unofficial kickoff at the reception, and welcome to those joining on the live stream. Our theme this year in Costa Rica is Ecosystems for Growth, which is why Costa Rica was the perfect place for us to have our summit. We are currently in the most diverse place on our planet. Even though it represents just 1/13 of the Earth's surface, it is the most biodiverse place in the world. This small country has such a huge impact on everyone around it and serves as a bridge to those in North and South America. It enables the passage of fauna and flora to flourish because of that bridge. And that's how I see us at the Interledger Foundation. We are a bridge that connects different systems together. We bring together diverse perspectives into the world of finance, and we shake up the status quo and present different solutions that meet everyone's needs. And we show different ways of doing things that create fair and better environments so digital financial services work for everyone, everywhere. Our vision is a world where everyone can send a payment as easily as an email. And since we started the foundation in 2020, we have given over $14 million to 40 countries and 222 projects. And the best thing about those projects, each one of them has a focus on interoperability. Are there several companies and organizations right now that are working on interoperability or capturing emerging markets? Sure, but they're still doing it in a way that's constructing infrastructure with siloed networks. It's almost like they don't understand what interoperability is, and they don't know how to play nice together. But we at the Interledger Foundation, we know how to play nice together, and, well, most of the time. Please do not listen in to the summit meetings. It was very interesting how bringing this together, some of the infighting amongst the staff, but this is a beautiful event. And one thing that I find really interesting when we go out and talk to a lot of our partners is they don't understand why it is we're doing what we're doing. They say, why are you doing this? What's in it for you? Is this a scam? It's like, no, this is not a scam. And I continue to tell them that our only hope is to work with people who have great ideas to solve problems around payments within their own communities. Our grant-making model is slightly different from other organizations, and we don't go into a community and say, this is the answer that we have for you, we know all of your problems, we're here to tell you the best way to fix them. We go into communities and say, we demonstrate when people who are living the experiences are included in determining their solutions. Together, meaning all of us in this room, are helping to shift the trajectory of the 1.4 billion people in the world that are still excluded from digital financial services. We've made progress so far, and we're going to continue to make progress. However, I feel like all of you know who I am, and you see me all the time, but I am just a small part of what makes up this amazing organization. So for this keynote, I wanted to bring forth some of the voices who are just as passionate about financial inclusion and opening up the world of digital access to some of the people who you may not see as often. So we'll have some staff people come up and talk to you about our work, and starting with Julaire Hall. Please welcome Julaire to the stage.
Thanks, Briana. Thank you, Briana. Hello, everyone. The ILF program team, which comprises of myself, Chris, Aisha, and Lowell, somewhere out in the crowd, designs and manages grant programs centered around the vision of enabling communities that are building and working on projects that expand financial access and inclusion. In 2003, we've created spaces for our members and persons within those communities to learn from each other and exchange ideas. We've hosted a series of engagement activities, including but not limited to monthly community calls and bi-monthly open payments huddles, which pretty much facilitates open and creative conversations about what's happening in our Interledger ecosystem. Our community activities are open to all, and we'd love for more of you to join us. This year, we've continued to grow and refine our grant programs and improve our delivery model in addressing any infrastructural gaps impeding our quest to support the broader ILF mission. As many of you know, we had a financial services grant opportunity that was launched last year, and based on the results that we've seen encouraging progress, and we've decided that going forward, we are going to make that program a cornerstone initiative for us. And that program was geared towards introducing more nodes within our Interledger network. We continue to build on the success of our work with Bowie State University and are expanding our focus in helping to shape the future cadre of financial inclusion advocates. Our ILF University collaborations seek to create opportunities for people to hear new perspectives that can broaden their possibilities and help them to be equipped to think about careers in open payments, open source, fintech, and social change. Our strategy is to create more diverse pathways for undergraduate and graduate students to create a future where people aren't just fixing systematic issues or legacy issues, but they are building fairer, inclusive, and interruptible payment networks from the beginning. At last year's summit, many of you would have seen the cohort of students that were here, and I see Dr. Mankel smiling. And we've continued to work with Bowie State University, and this year we do have a new cohort of students in the audience. So last year, some of the students benefited from engaging and interacting with our grantees and members from the community and have, chosen different career pathways. This year, we hope the same for this cohort. Please mingle, interact, and have conversations with the community. But we're also excited about new partnerships with universities that are coming on stream. Much of the work that we do is about bringing new voices into the tech ecosystem to spark new conversations. This year, we've invited artists as part of our Art and Culture Grant to create works that explore the role that financial inclusion and exclusion plays in the future. To learn more about this, we invite you to visit the Future Money Open Studios, which is behind here, so that you can connect with our artists as well as our art ambassadors, Kokai Walker and Hollis Wang Ware. As well as bringing new voices into the ecosystem, we've partnered with organizations to expand our collaborative reach. For example, ILF partners with Mozart, supporting it to establish a new bank charter. We're also enabling Findboss to launch its digital wallets in multiple jurisdictions. And we're partnering with Action and the Center of Financial Inclusion to grow the movement for global financial inclusion. I'm sure you would have seen all three partners last night at the Grantee Showcase, and if you have not interacted with them, we are happy that they're here. They're here this year, so please feel free to connect. Our grants support people building with the Interledger protocol, which wouldn't be possible without the brilliant work and dedication of our tech team. So now, I am delighted to hand over to Max, who will tell you more about what the tech team has been doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Hello, mic check. Hello, everyone. My name is Max. I'm on the tech team, and I'll be giving some updates for what we've done over the year. We've grown a lot since the last summit, and as a result, a lot of work has been done. When it comes to Rafiki, our open source software that enables Interledger functionality on different financial institutions, this year has been marked by several alpha releases, the first one of which came in March. This was the first release that we had and during developer meetup in Cape Town. Since then, we've had 4 more releases, and now we're on version number 5. In those alpha releases, we've had several features that have landed. So first of which is the admin UI. It is the way for Rafiki integrators to help manage their instance, all in a nice-to-use way. We also have had added telemetry and analytics into Rafiki to be able to see exactly what's going on in the instance as well as what's going on in the network. For developers to get acquainted with the Rafiki software, we have made some changes to the local playground as well. So if you're part of the hackathon on Wednesday, you can see for yourself these changes and play around with it. A big theme that you'll see throughout our tech updates is a big push for documentation. So we kind of started with very limited documentation at the start of the year, but now we have standardized our docs across all of our different Interledger products, let's say. So you can see for yourself at rafiki.dev, this is our developer portal. Shamelessly, I'm going to plug a presentation later in the day with myself and our engineering lead, Sabina. If you want to learn more about Rafiki and everything that has landed over the year, we are in the breakout room at first one at 1:15, so if you want to learn more. A big initiative this year was the test network, so we really want to be able to spin up Interledger nodes in the test network and be able to move funds across the network. So we've partnered with this amazing team from Romania called Breakpoint IT to lay down the foundations of this test network. This is the result, and it's called the test wallet. It's Rafiki.money, and it's an Interledger first digital wallet built from Interledger and Rafiki from the ground up. And you can try for yourself at Rafiki.money to see how easy it is to send money between different accounts. To get more Rafiki instances and developers onto the network, we've made it really easy to spin up your own Rafiki instance and peer with Rafiki money, so you can start exchanging money, and you can see as an example how to exchange money in the test environment. We've also released what's called Rafiki Boutique. This is the open payments. What looks like, to show what e-commerce looks like in an open payments world, we released Rafiki.boutique. So instead of having to enter your banking information or your card information, you can just get a payment pointer from Rafiki.money and see exactly how an e-commerce transaction would look like in an open payments world, let's just say. When it comes to open payments itself, it's our API standard for third parties to allow a standardized and a secured way to move funds between digital wallets. We've had some changes in this area as well. First of all, we released a Node SDK for developers to get acquainted with the API as well as start building it into their own products. We've updated the API itself to change some of the terminology that we use as well as laying down the groundwork for payment methods, all kinds of different payment methods in open payments to make it more interoperable. And of course, as you can see, the theme of the update this year is documentation, so we have some additional documentation available at Open Payments doc guide. When it comes to web monetization, we've released a new specification with all to support open payments. We've been working on a new extension to be able to roll out all of these new specification changes. We've been also working with browsers to experiment with this new technology, and we're continuing to receive feedback from them and work with them closely to try out web monetization and make it browser friendly. Documentation, again. So yeah, more documentation has been released on web monetization and to really unify all of our, let's say, Interledger products across our ecosystem. And with this, I'm going to pass it over to Judy, who's going to tell us all about the amazing work that the strategy and communication team has been doing to spread the word of Interledger. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Max. And hello, everyone. This year, our strategy has been to promote Interledger to new audiences to get them excited about our work and the potential of the Interledger protocol. We ran our first receptions in Washington, D.C. and New York City, and we're a part of the Global Digital Development Forum, hosting an online panel and an in-person event, which included speakers from the Brazilian Embassy, Head of Trade Policy, Carolina Castellini, Andrea Zaruz from the People's Clearinghouse, and our very own Briana Marbury. Our reception has been in support of the UN General Assembly to create space for people to discuss the vital role of open payments in achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals. We've built exciting inroads with new countries and global leaders in financial inclusion that you'll hear about later. Over the last 2 years, we have been busy raising the profile of Interledger globally in the media. We received coverage in over 70 media outlets that included top-tier, financial, and tech media from around the world, reaching over 10 million media impressions. Requests continue to come for our leadership team's comments and ideas, and our thought leadership continues to grow. We have also relaunched our website, and with new dedicated sections to open grant opportunities and the latest skills, and we'll continue to build a dynamic hub for the Interledger community and beyond to share and celebrate the work that they are doing. We always love to promote the work of the community, so please come talk to me at the summit if you have a story that you would like to share. Thank you very much.
Can you give them all another round of applause, please? Thank you so much to the staff. They were not excited when I asked them to be a part of the rolling keynote, but they were good sports, so thank you again. I hope you enjoyed hearing from some of our amazing staff. And I look at Interledger as not just being a protocol, but a vision. It is a pathway to a future where money and value flow seamlessly across networks, across borders, and across barriers. It's a technology that has the power to revolutionize the way we transact and interact, and I couldn't be more excited about the prospects that lie ahead. So over the next few days, I encourage you to ask questions, challenge assumptions, give your insights. This time together is not about passive listening, but about engaging with each other, networking, and most importantly, working together to build a future for the vision of Interledger. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to talking to all of you here at the summit. Thank you.